Hello, everyone. Hello everyone, this is genetic counselor Kankana Goswami and I'll be presenting a e-poster on a case study on Poirier-Binvenue neurodevelopmental syndrome, a rare neurological disorder and the first one to be reported from India. It's caused by mutation in CSNK2B gene which is involved in neuronal growth and synaptic transmission, characterized by early onset seizures being the primary one, but Pobins could manifest with a wide range of phenotypic features, phenotypic symptoms including neurodevelopmental disorders and growth abnormalities. In our case study, we have a 10-year-old male child, who was born to a non-consanguineous couple, third in birth order, who presented with lethargy, weakness, frequent falls, lean and thin. He was poor in academics. He had epileptic episodes with uprolling of eyeballs and jerks, irritability while sleeping, chewing difficulties, inability to perform his daily activities, and he was unresponsiveness at times. Upon detailed GC observation, it was seen that the child had dry, scaly skin after birth and he had a normal gestational history. His normal developmental milestones were normal up till 2 years of age when the parents noticed a noticeable frequent fall. He had fatigue, high arch neck, long fingers, arms, thin bill, drooping eyelids, long philtrum, white space state, unclear speech, suspected of scoliosis, and EEG reported epileptic form discharges. The exome reported show the VUS, which was detected in CSNK2B gene associated with Pobin syndrome. The post-test GC session involved the discussion of the report, explaining the management options to the patients, recommending a Sanger sequencing for the parents. However, they refused to go with the Sanger sequencing. They were more concerned with the management options. The management options involve connecting them to the multi-systemic healthcare involving neurologist, a pediatrician, child speech therapies for the child and a child's behavior, speech and behavioral improvement. And the child was given context for different support health groups, which was based out of Kerala. This GC session, the pre-test GC session and the post-test GC session for this case was extremely important as it could highlight some of the extra phenotypic features which was reported only during the GC session. And the post-test GC session was equally important because it involved addressing the psychosocial concerns of the patient as well. This case highlights how important a GC session is, the pre-test and both the post-test, and it plays a pivotal role when it comes to patient care and management. The support health groups, the GC genetic counselors, the clinicians, the management group, all comes under one umbrella when it comes to patient care and management. Majority of Pobin's patients, they present with a wide spectrum of phenotypes, and this has made the diagnosis and clinical follow-up progressively challenging for the clinicians. Thank you.